இந்திய தேர்தல் ஜனநாயக வரலாற்றிலே தன்னுடைய முகத்தை காண்பித்து தேர்தலில் போட்டியிட்டு பெற்று பிரதமரான ஒரே தலைவர் நரேந்திர மோடி அவர்கள் மட்டும்தான். இதற்கு முன்னாடி பெரும்பான்மை பெற்ற பிரதமர்கள் இருந்தால் மக்களை சந்தித்து தேர்ந்தெடுக்கப்பட்டு பிரதமராகவில்லை. நெஹ்ரு அவர்கள் முதல் பிரதமரான போது நாமினேஷன் பிரதமர் அவர்களை எதிர்த்தவர்கள், அவர்கள் கருத்தில் ஏற்பில்லாமல் இருந்தவர்கள், அவர்களில் 8 பேர் இந்த புத்தகத்தில் ஆசிரியர்களாக மோடி அவர்களை புகழ்ந்து எழுதியிருக்கிறார். குலாம் நபி ஆசாத் அவர்கள் பேசும்போது முதல்ல மோடி அவர்களை நான் வேற மாதிரி நினைச்சேன், அவர்கிட்ட பழகின உடனே அவர் இவ்வளவு நல்ல மனுஷன்றது. முன்னாடி வேற ஒரு பல்கலைக்கழகத்தில் இதே போன்ற ஒரு நிகழ்வு நடந்தது. அந்த நிகழ்வுல சீஃப் கெஸ்டா இருந்த ஒருத்தர் யாருன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா செல்வி மாலை பார்த்தசாரதி அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு இந்து குழுமத்தினுடைய தலைவராக இருக்கக்கூடியவர். திரு மோடி அவர்களை எதிர்த்திருந்தாலும் மோடி அவர்களை பாராட்டி ஒரு நிகழ்வுல நான் பேசுறேன்னு சொல்லி பேசுனதே மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு மாற்றம் தான். அவரை எதிர்த்தவர்கள் எல்லாம்
நிகழ்ச்சியின் அடுத்த நிகழ்வாக சிறப்புரையாற்றுவதற்காக நம்முடைய கழக மாநில தலைவர் திரு பெருமதிப்பிற்குரிய நம்முடைய பாரத முன்னாள் கல்வி அமைச்சர் திரு பிரகாஷ் ஜவடேகர் அவர்களே, டிபிஎஸ் டாக்டர் ஜெயச்சந்திரன் அவர்கள் புத்தகம் ஒரு அரசியல் தலைவரை பற்றியது. இந்த புத்தகத்தினுடைய ட்ரீம்ஸ் மீட் ரியாலிட்டி. கனவுகள் எல்லோருக்குமே இருக்கும், கனவுகள் அரசியல் தலைவர்களுக்கும் இருக்கும். நான் நிதித்துறையில் பேராசிரியராக இருந்தவர். தொடர்ந்து நாங்கள் படிக்கின்ற காலத்திலும் சரி, பின்னாலே பேராசிரியராக பணியாற்றிய காலத்திலும் சரி, கடந்த 50-60 வருட காலமாக சுதந்திர பொருளாதாரத்தை பற்றி பேசுகின்ற போது நாங்கள் படிப்போம். ஒவ்வொரு 5 திட்டத்திலும் வறுமையை ஒழிப்போம், விவசாயத்தை முன்னேற்றுவோம், தொழில்துறையை மேம்படுத்துவோம், எல்லாமே கனவுகளாகத்தான் இருந்தன. ஆனால் நம்முடைய பிரதமர் மோடி அவர்கள் பொறுப்பேற்ற பின்னாலே அவர் முதலில் குஜராத்தில் 2001 முதல்வராக பொறுப்பேற்ற போதும் சரி, 2017 பிரதமராக பொறுப்பேற்ற போதும் சரி, கனவுகளை நனவாக்கினார். அதான் ட்ரீம்ஸ் மீட் ரியாலிட்டி.
வரல, இந்த பக்கம் வரல, அப்படியே வலிச்சுக்கடா வரலடா.
பிரதமரினுடைய முதல் சுதந்திர தின உரை ஆகஸ்ட் 15, 2017 படி நாட்டிலே நடந்தது. அப்போது
கையில பிடிச்சு மேலே இருப்போடு, கையில பிடிச்சு மேலே ரகா நல்லா சுற்றுல, கையில சுற்றி கையில்
நம்முடைய நாடு 1950 இருந்து நாட்டுக்கான பொருளாதார திட்டங்களை பிளானிங் கமிஷன் திட்டக்குழு என்பது வகுத்து வந்தது. இந்த திட்டக்குழு என்பது நேருவால் உருவாக்கப்பட்டது. அது ஸ்டாலின் ரஷ்யாவில் ஆட்சி செய்து கொண்டிருந்த ஸ்டாலின் நமக்கு தெரியும் ஒரு வரலாற்றில் ஏறத்தாழ 3 கோடி பேரை கொண்டுமிக்க கொடுங்கோலர். அவருடைய ஆட்சியில பொம்மை ஒரு குழு வைத்திருக்கிறார். அவர் சொல்வதை அதே குழுவை தான் நேரு கொண்டு வந்தார். நம்ம பெரியவர்களுக்கு ஞாபகம் இருக்கிறார். 2010 11 நினைக்கிறேன். ஜெயலலிதா அம்மா அவர்கள் முதலமைச்சராக இருந்தபோது ஒரு கூட்டத்தில் டெல்லியில கலந்து கொண்டார்கள். அப்போது அவர்கள் தமிழ்நாட்டு பிரச்சனைகளை பேசிக் கொண்டிருப்பார்கள். அப்போது இருந்த திட்டக்குழு துணைத் தலைவர் அனுமதியார் வெள்ளடிப்பார். உங்களுக்கு 5 நிமிடம் முடிந்து விட்டது, நீங்கள் பேச முடியாது என்று சொல்லுவார். ஜெயலலிதா அம்மையார் கோபித்துக் கொள்வார். நான் 7 கோடி மக்களினுடைய பிரதிநிதி, என்ன 5 நிமிடம் கொடுக்கிறீர்களே என்று கோபித்துக் கொள்வார். பிறகு அந்த கூட்டத்தை விட்டு வெளியே வந்து பத்திரிகையில அறிக்கை கொடுப்பார். இப்படித்தான் திட்டக்குழு நடந்து வந்தது. சுதந்திர தின உரையில அறிவித்தார், நான் திட்டக்குழுவை மாற்றப் போகிறேன் என்று. பிறகு ஜனவரி 2015 இப்போது இருக்கக்கூடிய நிதி ஆயோக் என்பது கொண்டு வரப்பட்டிருக்கிறது. அந்த நிதி ஆயோக் உருவாக்குவதற்காக ஒரு கேபினெட் ரெசல்யூஷன் தீர்மானம் போட்டிருக்கிறார்கள். தயவு செய்து வாக்களிக்கக்கூடிய வாய்ப்பு இருக்கக்கூடிய அனைவரும் அதை படிக்க வேண்டும். அதிலே சொல்லப்பட்டிருப்பது என்னவென்றால், இனிமேல் பாரத நாட்டில் இந்திய நாட்டில் போடப்படக்கூடிய திட்டங்கள் எல்லாமே பாரதிய நம்முடைய நாட்டினுடைய வளங்கள் என்ன, நம்முடைய நாட்டினுடைய அஸ்திவாரங்கள் என்ன, அதை வைத்து அதையும் இனிமேல் நாங்கள் வெளிநாட்டில் இருந்து அதையும் காப்பி அளிக்க மாட்டோம் என்று அந்த கேபினெட் தீர்மானமானது சொல்லி இருக்கும். ஆக அந்த வகையிலே தான் இப்போது திட்டங்கள் எல்லாம் வகுக்கப்பட்டு வருகின்றன. நமக்கெல்லாம் தெரியும், இந்த ஜனதன திட்டம் என்பது 2000 அப்போது பிரதமர் அதை அறிவித்த போது பெரிய எதிர்ப்புகள். ஏனென்று சொன்னால், கணக்கு 1000 ரூபாய் 2000 ரூபாய் கொடுத்து பேங்க் அக்கவுண்ட் ஆரம்பிக்க முடியாதவர்கள் எப்படி பணம் போடுவார்கள் என்று கேள்வி கேட்கிறார்கள். ஆனால் இன்றைக்கு அந்த திட்டம் வந்து 7 வருடமாகிவிட்டது.
அவங்ககிட்டயே கொடுத்து கட்டி வாழ வச்சுக்கலாமா? இவங்க எப்படி ஆடியோ பிக்கப் ஆகுது?
40 லட்சம் கணக்குகள் ஆரம்பிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கின்றன. அது மட்டுமல்ல, அதில் இருக்கக்கூடிய பணம் எவ்வளவு என்று கேட்டால் நாம் ஆச்சரியப்பட்டு போயிருக்கிறோம். 1,76,000 கோடி ரூபாய் பணம் அவர்களுடைய கணக்குகளிலே இருக்கிறது. யார் 1000 ரூபாய் 2000 ரூபாய் போட்டு கணக்கு ஆரம்பிக்க முடியாது என்று சொன்னார்களோ அவர்களுடைய கணக்குகளிலே இன்றைக்கு வைப்பு நிதியாக 1.25 லட்சம் கோடிக்கு மேல் இருக்கிறது. இதை நிகழ்த்தி காட்டியவர் பிரதமர். உலகத்தில் ஒரு 7 வருட காலத்தில் 46 கோடி கணக்குகள் எங்கேயும் ஆரம்பித்து அதை தொடர்ந்து நடப்பதாக வரலாறு இல்லை. இதற்கு காரணம் நம்முடைய சுயத்தன்மையை அவர் புரிந்து கொண்டார். ஆகவே இந்த சுயத்தன்மையின் மேலே கட்டெழுப்பப்பட்டு இப்போது திட்டங்கள் எல்லாம் தீட்டப்பட்டு வருகின்றன. நமக்கெல்லாம் தெரியும், அடுத்த 2 நாட்களில் நம்முடைய நாட்டினுடைய நேவி கடற்படையினுடைய அந்த லட்சினை அது இன்றைக்கு பிரிட்டிஷ் ஆட்சி கொடியை ஒட்டி இருக்கிறது. அதை மாற்றப் போகிறார். ஆக நம்முடைய பிரதமர் நம்முடைய பாரதிய தன்மையை வெளியிலே கொண்டு வந்து கொண்டிருக்கிறார். அதன் மூலம் நாடு வேகமாக முன்னேறி கொண்டிருக்கிறது. ஆகவே அவரை பற்றி, அவருடைய நிர்வாகத்தை பற்றி, அவருடைய திறமைகளை பற்றி அறிந்து கொள்ள வேண்டும் என்பதற்காக இந்த கருத்தரங்கமானது நடத்தப்பட்டுக் கொண்டிருக்கிறது. இதில் பெரியவர்கள் பேச இருக்கிறார்கள். ஆகவே வாய்ப்பு வழங்கிய அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி கூறி அமைகிறேன். நன்றி.
நிகழ்ச்சியின் அடுத்த நிகழ்வாக நினைவு பரிசை வழங்கவிருக்கிறோம். நான் கூகுள்ல பார்த்தேன், வேல்ஸ் காலேஜ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் போட்ட சினான் என்ற டிசிப்ளின் வந்தது. அதுக்கு வேற சினான் இருக்கிறது பார்த்தா எந்தூசியாசம் வந்தது. நான் ஏன் டிசிப்ளின் எந்தூசியாசம் சொல்றேன் அப்படின்னா, நினைவு பரிசு கொடுக்கும்போது ரொம்ப எந்தூசியாஸ்டிக்கா இருக்கணும். பெரியவர்கள் பேசும்போது நம்ம டிசிப்ளினோட இருப்போம் அப்படின்னு நான் ரொம்பவே நம்புறேன். ஏன்னா கூகுள் அதான் காமிச்சேன், கூகுள் போய் சொல்லாது. இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியினுடைய அடுத்த நிகழ்வாக நினைவு பரிசை வழங்குவதற்காக மாநில செயலாளர் ஊடக பிரிவு திரு விஸ்வநாதன் அவர்களை மேடைக்கு அழைக்கிறேன். திரு விஸ்வநாதன் அவர்கள் நினைவு பரிசை நம்முடைய சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் ஹானரபிள் மெம்பர் ஆஃப் பார்லிமெண்ட் ஸ்ரீ பிரகாஷ் கேஷு ஜாவேகர்ஜி அவர்களுக்கு நினைவு பரிசை வழங்குவார். தொடர்ந்து தங்கதேசன்ஜி அவர்கள் நம்முடைய சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் முன்னாள் சென்னை உயர்நீதிமன்ற நீதியரசர் ஜஸ்டிஸ் எம் ஜெயச்சந்திரன் அவர்களுக்கு நினைவு பரிசை வழங்கும்படி நான் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். முழுமுதல் கடவுளாம் விநாயகர் காட்சி சிறப்பு பரிசை அளித்தவர்களுக்கு மிக நன்றி. நிகழ்ச்சியினுடைய தொடர் நிகழ்வாக நம்முடைய சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் ஆனரபிள் மெம்பர் ஆஃப் பார்லிமெண்ட் ஸ்ரீ பிரகாஷ் ஜாவ்டேகர் ஜி அவர்களை அன்போடு அழைக்கிறேன்.
भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय. Friends, our retired Justice of Madras High Court Jayachandran ji, dignitaries of dais, and friends, the youth, that is the students' power, nation's power. Student is the future of the country, and let me tell you, India is the youngest country in the world. So India has a strength, and world is aging, but India is growing, and therefore our country has the best future. We are a thriving democracy. 80 crore people vote. We have 70 to 80% people voting. In foreign countries, voting percentage is just 30 to 40%. But in our country, people have robust common sense. They may not be reading political news. They are not seeing the political debates, but they have opinion based on their perception of the event. And this robust common sense of the common man is more effective many times than educated intellectuals. And let us see that this country has, what is happening in Pakistan, we are seeing. What is happening in all over the world. There are less number of democratic countries, and the best democracy in the world is one of the best democracy is India. That is the largest democracy of the world. And it is, people are giving result differently. We don't have one party regime. We have multi-party governments in various states. In Tamil Nadu it is DMK led. In Kerala it is Congress led. In Andhra it is YSRCP. In Telangana it is TRS. In Karnataka, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, all over Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, then Himachal, all are BJP states, Assam and Northeast, Bengalis, TMC, Biju Patnaik, Navin Patnaik ruling in Orissa, Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi and Punjab. So these results show vibrancy of our democracy. And therefore, 2014 election was a defining moment. After 30 years of instability, first time one party got clear and full majority in parliament in 2014 under the leadership of Narendra Modi. It was defining election. Who is Modi? He is nobody's nobody. He is common man somebody. Because he is coming from a very poor background. His father was tea seller. Congress people used to ridicule him, chai wala. But now chai wala is ruling, that is the strength of democracy. We must understand it. A poor, a backward, no political lineage, capacity, conduct, Modi has come here. This is what Modi is. And this book, Modi at 20. Many people ask me, what is Modi at 20? This is not 2020. Let us understand. This is 20 years of uninterrupted government without any break. He was head of the government in Gujarat for 12.5 years and 8.5 years now in India as a Prime Minister. So no world leader in democratic country has achieved this feat to rule the country and the state continuously for 20 years. Nobody has done it. This is Modi. But why this is happening? This is happening because of good governance is given to the people. And therefore, in 2019, Lok Sabha election, he got a bigger candidate. 303. You know 303. So that is what we got. So this book is a compilation of 21 articles. And one article I will definitely refer. Nandan Nilekani. He is the man who gave us all Aadhaar. We now have identity, unique identity number in our country. That is given by Aadhaar. When Congress was leading United UPA, that government appointed Nandan Nilekani. And Nandan Nilekani became Aadhaar chief. He is a techno-savvy, he is a technology giant, and he therefore was going ahead with the Aadhaar scheme, but only 20 crore Aadhaar scheme that time in 2014 were completed. So, in 2014 election, Nandan Nilekani fought as a Congress candidate. He fought as a Congress candidate from Bangalore against Anand Kumar. And Anand Kumar won, Nandan Nilekani got defeated. But then Modi ji called him. He thought, Nandan Nilekani thought that now my job is over because I have fought from Congress and now is Modi government, so they will throw me out. But Modi called him, listened to his presentation, asked many questions and gave suggestions and finally said, Nandan, you contested as Congress candidate, forget it. You are doing good job and my full trust to you. My aim is give 130 crore people Aadhaar card as early as possible. And that's what we have done today. This is Modi. And therefore, see, here is the leader, he has changed the whole dynamics of politics. And all this has been written from Lata Mangeshkar to Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev, to everybody who has written all these things, their various experiences with him. Then he changed the dynamics of it. Earlier politics, as we know, was leisurely politics. But now, Modi is a 24/7 politician. He is a 24 घंटे काम करने वाला Prime Minister है. And he, in 20 years, he has not taken a single leave, not a single day sickness, not a single day chutti. So this is Modi. And so all other political parties will have to compete on merit. They will have to fight only after doing so much work. That is what Modi ji has done. And he told in the very first day that my government is dedicated to the poor. Basic qualification, ask anybody why they like Modi, because they said he is not corrupt, because he has no family, he has no parivar. So for whom he will save money? And therefore, people want such people to come. So Modi's plan is a defeat of dynasty. This is important. This is the message. It's a defeat of dynasty. So he is fighting against these dynasties which are ruling in many states. But people are going to throw them away because people don't want dynasty hence further. This is democracy, not dynasty. This is what is the message of Modi's victory. Then he is anti-corruption. That is the main plea. In 8 years, we were 80 ministers, but even opposition parties could not raise finger or make charge of corruption against any minister. This is Modi government. This is Modi government. And we must understand that this comes because people are now fed up with cut money in Bengal. In Tamil Nadu it is different, but the same thing is corruption. And people are fed up with corruption. So they want good things. We have done Benami Property Act, Foreign Assets Act. We had Rajiv Gandhi was Prime Minister. What he was saying? I sent 100 rupees from Delhi, but only 15 rupees reached the poor. That is what Rajiv Gandhi used to say. But now, Modi sends 100 rupees from Delhi and Tamil Nadu person gets 100 to 100 rupees. This is Modi magic because of use of technology, direct benefit transfer. For that, 45 crore new accounts in Jan Dhan accounts were opened. 45 crore Jan Dhan accounts were opened. And more importantly, he is now last 3 years more than 21 lakh crore rupees. Manarega, wages, pension, scholarships, everything now students get scholarship, they get scholarship into their accounts. So this is the new nothing, nobody is a middleman now. The middleman is not required. This is his second track. Anti-that, no dynasty, no corruption, and justice for all. That is important. When 3 crore people have got Prime Minister Awas Yojana, the Prime Minister's housing scheme, he has not seen which religion you are, which caste you are, which state you are. Wherever people are needy, he is giving and decided that every citizen will get roof on his head. That is what is the Prime Minister Awas Yojana. He has given 12 crore toilets. In Uttar Pradesh, in rural Tamil Nadu, in Bihar, everywhere, women were very put under distress because of no toilets. But now with toilets, they have written the name of toilet as Izzat Ghar. This is how women feel about it. Now 10 crore tap water in their houses. Women used to go for 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers to fetch the water. Now they are provided tap water in their house. And no caste, no religion, nothing is seen, no state, everybody gets. Jan Dhan account, everybody got. Bijli, 4 crore people who had no electricity connection got that. 50 crore poor people are covered under largest universal health insurance scheme, Ayushman Bharat. and 5 lakh rupees treatment is going free of cost. 10 crore farmers are have got in 11 installments 22,000 rupees each, and they will continue to get 6,000 per year. This has never happened in India, and no caste, no religion, no state, no discrimination, justice for all. That is Modi. Vaccine. Now 212 crore vaccines have been already given. Moreover, there were protests against vaccine, and they were protesting against vaccine. In our country, we are proud of our Indians because they queued up for vaccine. This is the difference between the world and India. And therefore, all people got vaccine. Free of cost. No caste, no region, no religion, only human being and Indian citizen, and he got vaccine. That is justice for all. Free ration. 80 crore people got free ration for more than 2 years. No religion, no caste. Everybody got it because justice for all. So these are the three fundamental achievements of Modi government. No dynasty, no corruption, and justice for all. That is what, and no vote bank politics. People are not doing justice to all. Congress was ruling and many other parties were ruling, and many parties are ruling today also. But they don't do justice to all, and they play only vote bank politics. We are not doing that. So this is what is described in this Modi at 20. See, he is a different leader. He is innovative. And therefore he comes up with wonderful schemes. He came up with Har Ghar Tiranga. Every house we will put up a national flag. And we saw crores of Indians have put flags on their houses and shops. This is India's strength. And I always wonder why in 75 years no other government thought of such. What was prohibiting? There was only one rule, that the flag, national flag, can be fluttered only on state buildings, not private buildings, not private houses, not private shops. But Modi ji changed that rule in one day and gave permission to fly the national flag on their homes. He came up with, you all students, after passing your 10th, 12th, what your elder brothers have done, they have to rush with the mark sheet and other documents to get attestation, a stamp from gazetted officer. Was it fact or not before 14? Everybody has to get gazetted officer a stamp. One day. And what was the thought process? Britishers started this attestation process. What was their mindset? Their mindset that we don't believe in Indians. We don't believe in Indian people. Unless my officer puts stamp, we will not recognize the document. That was the idea of Britishers. Continued for 70 years. But Modi ji declared that I believe in my 130 crore people. I believe in my 130 crore people, and I grant that your self-attestation is now allowed. And that's what we are finding. He, even Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, he changed the whole process. Great success stories are recognized by this, but there are also stories of unsung heroes who have done wonderful job in their respective villages, tehsils, district, but without any publicity. They are also recognized and they are now given Padma Shri. Therefore, what we have seen is in Padma Award ceremony, there was a person from Tamil Nadu also, various people who people were not knowing but has done good job are getting it. As far as last my point is education. He understands that without innovation, no nation can make real progress. Without innovation, wealth will not be generated. Without innovation, our percentage of world trade will not increase. And therefore, we have set up now 10,000 Atal Tinkering Labs in so many schools. Atal Tinkering Labs. In schools, standard 6 to standard 12 students play with robotics, 3D printing, artificial intelligence equipment, and they come up with new ideas. In engineering colleges, your university must also be participating. In engineering colleges, we have started, when I was education minister, we started hackathon. First year, 40,000 students participated. This year, 4 lakh students participated. That is a proof of that people have accepted Prime Minister's invitation for innovation. So that is, now there are incubation centers. There are patents. Patent process is made simple and the funds are provided on a large scale. As far as national education policy is concerned, I don't know, sometimes debate goes agree and main points are not touched. What is this? Today we have only 26% of our youth in that age group who go to colleges. But now with this new national education policy, the general enrollment ratio will increase from 26% to 50% in 10 years. This is the program, this is the national education policy. You will get opportunity to have 2 degrees simultaneously. So one can get BA as well as something else. Then there will be flexibility in choosing subjects. If there are 10 papers, 3 papers can be of your choice. If some engineering students like music, he can take music paper and can pass engineer with music as one subject. So this is how flexibility is also provided. In last 8 years, more than 100 universities have been added. More than medical seats have been doubled. Medical seats which were just 40,000 is now 80,000, and in next 5 years it will be 1,20,000. So there are more opportunities for students. That is the new education policy. And the education in mother tongue. Do you know that the engineering courses are now available in Tamil also, and the Tamil books are also ready and are published. So this is how we are going ahead. The way India fought COVID better is wonderful, because COVID was a dreaded epidemic, never seen in last 100 years. But the world collapsed. India stood firm because we invented 4 vaccines and we have provided vaccine to 80 countries who didn't have vaccine. This is India. This is Modi government. We have come with Wi-Fi. Digital transaction is making record. Last 3 months, continuously India tops the list of digital transactions in world. And last week in Maharashtra, we worship the bullocks. So bullets, the digitalization has gone too far away. So one bullock I saw, in his horns there was QR code. There was QR code, so you can pay by phone to the bullock if you want to do it. And I am very proud that when I started the campaign of digital literacy, 40,000 students throughout the country participated and taught people about digital transaction. But out of 40,000, 10,000 were from Tamil Nadu. So I salute Tamil students because he has also made nation proud. Ram temple dispute has gone for 500 years. But now that dispute is over, Ram Mandir is being constructed, and from 1st January 2024 or last, they are saying, those who are constructing are saying by end of 23, it will be open for pilgrims to go and worship Rama. So this is what he is doing, and therefore this is the difference Modi ji brought on table. Other opposition leaders will have to work like this, then only they can compete. So this is the book you should read. Thank you and all the best.
Thank you so much, Honorable Member of Parliament, Shri Prakash Keshav Javadekar ji. It was a golden words delivered by you. இந்த நிகழ்வுகளை ரொம்பவே பொறுமையாக கண்டுகளித்துக் கொண்டிருக்கக்கூடிய மாணவ மாணவர்களுக்கு மீண்டும் என்னுடைய மனமார்ந்த நன்றிகளை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். தொடரும் நிகழ்வாக நம்முடைய சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் ஃபார்மர்
Madras High Court retired Justice Jayachandran ji is a very well-known figure, and he is speaking to us. That is the honor of the student, institute and the college. And therefore, all should listen to him with rapt attention. His is the last speech, and after that, the meeting will be over. Bolo Bharat Mata Ki! Bharat Mata Ki!
நம்முடைய சிறப்பு விருந்தினர் மரியாதைக்குரிய ஓய்வு பெற்ற சென்னை விருந்தினர் நீதிபதி அவர்களை
Thiru Prakash Javadekar ji, thank you for that small comments that you made to listen to me carefully. In fact, எனக்கு ஒரு ஹோம்ஒர்க் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. இந்த புக்கை ஃபுல்லாக படிச்சுட்டு இந்த புக்கில் என்னென்ன இருக்கோ நீங்கள் படிக்கிறீங்களோ இல்லையோ, நான் அந்த புக்கை ஃபுல்லாக படிச்சுட்டு அதில் நிறைய பாயிண்ட்ஸ் எடுத்து வச்சுருக்கேன். கொஞ்சம் கேர்ஃபுல்லாக கேளுங்க. First of all, my apologies for being a little late. Got stuck in the traffic jam for about 1.5 hours. Should really appreciate the organizers who are here on the stage. Professor Kanaka Sabhavati, Thiru Tanga Ganeshan, Thiru L.C. Surya, Mrs. Srilekha Ramanan, all the other organizers and company, the college administration, my beloved students. I love speaking before students. I was a part-time professor of law for about 16 years before I was elevated as a judge of the High Court of Madras. I've taken a number of points from this book, Modi at 20. It covers the entire ambit of his activities, both as the Chief Minister of Gujarat as well as the Prime Minister of India. இவர் நம்ம திரு பிரகாஷ் ஜவடேகர் ஜி பேசும்போது நிறைய கை தட்டிங்க இல்லையா? நான் பேசும்போது கொஞ்சம் நடுவில் கொஞ்சம் கை போடுங்க. அவர் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸில் நிறையா பேசினார். நான் வந்து இந்த புக்கை கஷ்டப்பட்டு படித்தேன். நான் ஃப்ளைட்டில் ட்ரிவாண்டம் போயிட்டு இருக்கும்போது இதை தூக்கிட்டு போனேன். நான் படித்து வரும்போது படித்தேன், வீட்டில் உட்கார்ந்து இருக்கும்போது படித்தேன். ஸோ நிறைய ஹோம்ஒர்க் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் இதில் கொஞ்சம். So this Modi at 20, ஒரு 15 minutes தான். ஸோ கொஞ்சம் பண்ணுங்க. Modi at 20, Dreams Meet Delivery is a book containing a collection of articles written by a number of prominent persons from different fields of life. அவர் சொன்ன மாதிரி இவங்கெல்லாம் பொலிட்டீஷியன்ஸ் அல்ல, வேரியஸ் பீப்புள் ஃப்ரம் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் வாக்ஸ் ஆஃப் லைஃப் தே அட்டைன் சர்டன் ஸ்டேஜ் அண்ட் அச்சீவ்மெண்ட். அவங்கெல்லாம் எழுதியிருக்காங்க மோடிஜி பற்றி. The book is a crystallized version of many of the significant achievements of the central government under the able and efficient guidance and efforts of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi. It may be easier to enumerate what he has not achieved, which may be very few, if any, rather than mentioning the long list of his achievements in his 20 years at the helm of affairs as the Chief Minister of the state of Gujarat and as the Prime Minister of India. It is not a political commentary, as some of you may think so. It is a dispassionate account about the ceaseless efforts and passionate commitment shown by one man called Modi, who had carefully conceived, nurtured and given shape and substance to the dreams of the makers of the Indian Constitution and the dreams and aspirations of millions of our countrymen. For a believer, it is pure magic, played out in real life by a magician called Modi. For the non-believers, it is a reality check of what one man with clear vision and pure commitment can deliver. It is in fact, thank you, that's what I wanted. It is in fact the true story of a single man on a mission who with unparalleled grit and determination has carefully crafted the past, the present and the future course of this great nation in a span of 2 decades. 2001 to 2021 is a notable period in the modern political history of India. Modi, as the Chief Minister of Gujarat, has brought into focus many new programs, schemes and ventures to give the much needed boost to the sagging economy and the welfare of the people. The Gujarat model became synonymous with good governance, and the Modi magic started to work wonders like a chapter out of a Harry Potter novel. A new political landscape had emerged and the economy resurgence of the nation had truly begun and the nation started to move. Today I am here to highlight just a few of the success stories of the new India this book has brought to light. In the state of Gujarat during the Modi period, the per capita growth had increased significantly as compared to similarly placed states. Accordingly, poverty had declined, infant mortality had reduced, male-female sex ratio at birth had turned favorable. Dropouts from schools had lessened to a large extent. He had believed that there would be a substantial reduction in poverty if women are healthier and economically empowered. Thus, many women-centric schemes were crafted and implemented. Even though we can boast of a nation with youth power, as was mentioned by Javadkar ji, the health indicators have not been showing encouraging signs. It is closer to truth to state that there is a close link between health and sanitation. Recognizing the need to involve women in the development of the nation, he has given the signal for the Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao campaign. There has been a paradigm shift in saving the girl child, and the sex ratio of India has seen a significant rise. To create a nation of skilled workforce, girl children have also to be well nourished and well educated. Therefore, tapping Nari Shakti has been on the top of his agenda. Over 148 million women have benefited from the Ayushman Mahila Health and Wellness Scheme. The Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana has revolutionized the lives of millions of women in self-help groups to earn their livelihood. The Stand Up India launch to boost entrepreneurship has 81% of women as its beneficiaries. The Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, a flagship mission of the Government of India, addresses the urban housing issues of the economically weaker sections of the society, including slum dwellers. You see the number of programs and ventures that he has initiated. This is all there in this book. I have taken it down here for your benefit. The Swachh Bharat mission was born to give a new dimension to the call of Mahatma Gandhi for a clean India. A major goal of this program was to make India open defecation free. Related to the Swachh Bharat venture is the initiative to provide water supply. In August 2019, only 32.3 million rural households had tap water supply. By mid-December 2021, 86.7 million households or 45% of rural households had tap water supply through the Jal Jeevan mission. Enna kaiyellam tattaliya? இதெல்லாம் நான் பண்ணேன். எனக்காக நீங்க கை தட்டல, மோடிஜிக்காக கை தட்டுறீங்க. ஏன்னா இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்கீம் இதுவரையிலும் யாரும் செஞ்சதில்லைங்கிறது நிச்சயமா தெரியும். இன்னும் நிறைய இருக்கு, கொஞ்சம் பொறுமையா கேளுங்க. By the year 2019, more than 100 million toilets have been built for safe sanitation. More than 20 million concrete roofed houses have been built since 2014. The Ujjwala Yojana has ensured clean fuel to eliminate health hazards created by the use of cow dung and other combustible materials. Liquefied petroleum gas cylinders have been given to poor women under the Ujjwala program with over 82 million connections. Over 442 million new bank accounts have been opened, as it was mentioned, enrolling over 268 million people under the Jan Suraksha Yojana by December 2021. Over 8,700 Atkal tinkering labs have been established under the Atal Innovation Mission of the Government of India to nurture an innovative mindset amongst the high school children right across the length and breadth of India. Over 15,000 new model world-class schools have been set up under the National Education Policy. 100 new Sainik schools and 750 Eklavya model residential schools have been set up for imparting quality education for students in remote tribal areas. The Ministry of Human Resource Development has sanctioned close to 6,000 Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalayas, which are residential schools for girls, to give them access to quality education. By the Constitution 86th Amendment Act 2002, Article 21A had been introduced to provide free and compulsory education for all children in the age group of 6 to 14 years. The National Education Policy 2020 proposes to increase the ambit of the Right to Education Act for children from 3 to 18 years of age. The number of IITs and IIMs have also been increased substantially in the last few years. Multiple branches of AIIMS have also been established. For the sake of development of skill-based education, nearly 15,000 ITIs have been established. The Navani Ganga mission is not only for cleaning the Ganges river, but also for promoting tourism and for the building of inland waterways for increasing economic activities. The reconstruction of Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Mandir in Ayodhya is not an isolated act of reverence of the religious sentiments of a certain section of the society, Indian society. Under the Modi government, religious places of other religions have also been developed and infrastructural facilities improved. Iran Shah Udvar Utsav and the Prashad scheme are a few such initiatives. This has made India the global capital of religious harmony. Further, he has been the Grand Master in international diplomacy. Now, we brought back, in fact, all the students from Ukraine. That was just one example of Modi's international diplomacy. Most of the countries could not. Many of the students were stuck in Ukraine and we don't know what happened to their fates. But here we got every one of the students back. Sports and physical fitness has been given high priority in the new scenario. Sports budget has been increased almost threefold as compared to 2014 to 2,596 crores in 2021-22. The Fit India movement has also been launched for people to live a healthy and prosperous life. Apart from creating new facilities and the necessary infrastructure, the Target Olympic Podium Scheme has been launched to support our athletes and sportspersons. Now you see the result. So many have got Olympic medals, many have got medals in the Birmingham Games and so many other competitions of sports and athletes. Khelo India centers have been established to help retired sportspersons to scout new talent and to render financial assistance. Based on the initiative of the Prime Minister Modi, the United Nations has declared the International Yoga Day and it is celebrated on the 21st of every June of every year. It's not an easy thing to convince the United Nations to embark on such a mission of not only declaring an international day but celebrating it all over the world, including the Islamic countries and the other countries following other religious policies. They have also been celebrating this Yoga Day. What an achievement. Putting to good use the Jan Dhan Yojana, Aadhaar and the mobile link, the direct benefits transfer mission has worked very well. Between benefits transferred in cash and kind, the government welfare transfers amounted to rupees 5.52 trillion in 2020-2021 as compared to 73.67 billion in 2013-2014. The Atmanirbhar Bharat, which translates to self-reliant India, has been linked closely to the country's economic development plans. It is a pursuit of excellence rather than a pursuit of isolation. It is about making in India for the world. Now you go to any shop, you find 60 to 70, even in the United States where I have been traveling vastly, 60 or 70% of the goods will be made in China. Now the scenario is changing. We are making goods not only for India but for the rest of the world as well. Now, in creating infrastructure facilities, roads, bridges, tunnels have been laid and constructed throughout the country. The pandemic, as it was mentioned, has killed nearly 5.4 million people globally. India's vaccination drive, one of the largest in the world, has administered over 817 million people with a single dose of vaccine by the end of December 2021, while more than 601 million have been fully vaccinated. Even though the pandemic had caused serious disruption in the implementation of Swachh Bharat mission, the urban component of the mission has witnessed the construction of nearly 6.3 million individual household toilets and 6,16,000 community toilets in urban areas, in addition to 10.7 crore toilets in rural areas. By the end of December 2021, Out of the total 4,520 cities, 4,371 were open defecation-free cities. Over 18,000 villages have been electrified all over the country. It's not an easy thing again. In the world, please listen, this is again very, very important. In the World Bank's ease of doing business ranking, they give ranking. In the ease of doing business ranking, India has climbed rapidly in the last few years from 130s during the period 2013-17, it has moved up to the 60s. It's a big achievement. India's ranking in the Global Innovation Index has improved to 46th position in 2021 from 66th position in 2016. In foreign direct investment, India has received 82 billion USD, that is US dollars, during the fiscal year 2021 as compared to USD 36 billion in 2014. See a big change. In connection with ease of doing business in India, many archaic and old laws have been amended. One such example relates to the labor laws. 29 labor laws have been reduced to 4 labor codes, and 2,400 sections have been reduced to less than 400 sections. The last 5 minutes, just please listen carefully, very important. As the Chief Minister of Gujarat, he had launched Swagat, that is statewide attention on grievances by application of technology, an online grievance redressal system. Later, as the Prime Minister of India, he had initiated Pragati, proactive governance and timely implementation, as a tool for monitoring projects at the national level, at the national scale, resolving bottlenecks and accelerating execution of projects. Under the leadership and guidance of Modi, the largest startup ecosystem in the world has emerged in India, with the maximum of unicorns in 2020-21. India is a signatory to the 2015 Paris Agreement on Climate Change, and Modi has been a leader in the efforts taken by the countries in climate mitigation. His vision to see India as a developed nation in its true sense, at the time when we would be celebrating the 100th anniversary of attaining independence. This was the commitment he had made. This was what he foresaw during the independence speech on 15th of August from the Red Fort in Delhi. From construction of community toilets, I am concluding, just listen, this is very important. From construction of community toilets to the use of technology in space research, from providing health care and food security to the poor and the needy in remote Indian villages, to the building of new and powerful aircraft carriers and arms and ammunition for protecting our borders, from promoting our ancient art, culture and traditions to the promoting of cordial international diplomacy, they all bear the stamp of Modi on them. No wonder the Morning Consult USA, a global decision intelligence company delivering insights and custom market research, has found our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi as the most popular leader in the world. That says everything to you. That is the magic of Modi from A to Z and beyond. This makes us wonder if he is merely a man with a mission, a modern machine, or a new avatar, yet to be understood in full measure. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful speech. நம்முடைய 2 சிறப்பு விருந்தினர்களும் நம்முடைய பாரத பிரதமர் மரியாதைக்குரிய திரு நரேந்திர மோடி அவர்களுடைய திட்டங்களை மட்டுமல்லாமல் அந்த திட்டங்களின் மூலமாக இந்திய மக்கள் எவ்வளவு தூரம் பயனடைந்திருக்கிறார்கள் என்ற விஷயத்தை சொன்னார்கள். 8 ஆண்டு கால ஆட்சியை சொல்வதற்கு 8 ஆண்டுகள் கூட பத்தாது. இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியில் Please participate in our ceremony of lamp lighting event. உங்கள் உற்சாக கரகோஷத்துடன் Thank you, all our chief guests. புத்தக அறிமுக விழாவில் பாரதிய ஜனதா கட்சியினுடைய மாவட்ட மாநில பொறுப்பாளர்களும் நிகழ்ச்சியை பொறுமையாக கட்டிகளுக்கு
போனீங்களாமா பேட்டி இருக்கா ட்ரை பண்ண மாட்டேன்